one Penn State running back. Shall we have another? It's Kaytron Allen at number 4 from Penn State Nittany Lions. Again, he's going to be another early down power back who I do think will have some 3-down capability if the offense is balanced. Had over 1,300 rushing yards this season, 57 forced missed tackles and 30 explosive runs. Not a huge yards after contact guy, only averaged 3.7 yards after contact, and you can see that from his report that he's a decisive runner who has really strong contact balance and patience and toughness, but really isn't particularly creative outside of the scheme that he's in. Physical downhill runner, consistently finishes forward, processes interior traffic really well, and he's just going to be one of those guys who's consistently able to move the chains with those short yardage attempts. He's going to reel off yards, but not necessarily be that home run hitter. He's going to be a chain mover rather than someone who's going to reel off chunk plays, because he displays really strong patience, is able to read second level defenders and adjust his path. Really rarely wastes movement because of his athleticism behind the line decision. He is decisive once he hits the line, and he's powerful enough to go through it with his play strength, and really plays with tempo. He's a smooth, controlled runner rather than an explosive or electric. Has really good stride length as well, and short area quickness was good enough. I don't particularly think he's versatile as such. You're not going to use him much as a passing weapon, and he lacks that true top-end speed and that explosive capacity. But I feel like he's the guy you can keep feeding, like Penn State did, keep feeding him the ball, get him touches on early downs, and then when you need to reel off an explosive play, you can get someone else on the field. But I really like what I saw of him being able to seek yardage and just keep the chains moving, which is what you need. You look for explosive plays, but the running backs that do well in the NFL consistently gain short yardage.
Yeah, I wasn't quite as high on him as you are when I had him number 7.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're not a million miles apart. I just didn't find anything special.
Yeah, neither did I. You're totally right.
Yeah,
You're totally right.
I think I know the word clogger is not the right word,
Mm-hmm.
but he's just a steady player. He'll fight through contact. He'll make good decisions. I felt that because he's, for his size, I just didn't think he used that power enough, and he was brought down too easily. Yards after contact type of thing. He was, you just wanted a bit. Do you know what? You could bash past someone else and you could get another 10 yards there if you wanted to use it. I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with him, and I think you'll find a really good role for him in the NFL. I just came away wanting a bit more.
Yeah, he's not going to be like focal point explosive rusher, but I feel like he could just be that high volume player that you just keep handing the ball
and I think in a game when you want to control the clock, you just want to gain some downs, and he is perfectly adequate for that role. If you just want to kill the clock, you've run up a lead, feed the ball to Kaytron Clark. Kaytron Clark? Why am I calling him Kaytron Clark? Kaytron Allen. Just feed him the ball, run down the clock. I felt like he was just that kind of player for me, and there is a role for him, but I just wasn't as excited about him as maybe some others.
That's fair enough. He's not flashy, he's not exciting, but I just feel like he's the type of player the NFL needs just to get the job done in the running game, and that's why that was enough to get him at 4 for me in this class.